G'day scrappers, just thought I'd do a bit of a video on pickups, or a pickup video. Okay, so, alright, well, this is a tub that I leave for them. They put their power circuit boards and cable. There's really not much there. Okay, so this looks like my batch. This also says eWaste, batteries. Okay, batteries, toner cartridges. Oh, okay, a lot of cable here, heaps of cable. That's good.
How you going, mate?
G'day, buddy. All right, better ring my client. Okay, well, I brought a spare tub to swap over, but I might as well just throw it all in there.
Coming.
No problem, mate, no problem.
I'm going to try and
Okay. Hey, Jose.
Yes.
What are these things called?
Are they called
IGBTs. They've got gold and silver contacts inside. They just too much to just disregard. So I was meaning to ask what they were called. Okay, I can leave the rest. All right. So, here we go. eWaste. Inverter, monitor and other electronic equipment. Hey, PC! Alright. This will take me a while. There's some good monitors, but they're totally smashed up. So, certainly no good for resale. Some kind of printer. Interesting. Yeah, unfortunately these monitors are totally scratched up, so they can't be reused, which is a shame. There are some good ones. Ooh. Okay. Some kind of inverter. It's a nice box. Yeah, I've got a busy day, guys. So, and I think I've got a new client, which is just around the corner from my home, and it's on the way back from. I've got a pickup booked in a couple of hours, but if I get this new job, it's on the way back from a place that I'm picking up from, so it's going to be awesome. It's just around the corner. Yeah, totally busted up monitors. Whew, okay. So these things, cast alley, easy to scrap out. So what I'll do is I'll go back with this van and I'll leave it full, and I'll grab the other van and go and do the other pickups. Now this is a slow process, and as you can see, mostly it's industrial stuff, aluminium and stuff. So it's reasonably low value. There's a real heavy VSD. Oh. Big chunk of aluminium in them. I suppose I could have taken out the tub, filled it up, but a lot of this stuff is real heavy. Slow process. All right, leave this part with me. Almost there. Well, right at the end, 2 more PCs. We like PCs, especially when they're coming from a predominantly industrial area, factory, but they obviously have a large administration and use computers and servers, so it's all good. Get a bit of everything. Okay, that's that one done. Now, cable. Nice. Perfect. Power supplies, yay. And a big box. What I might do, I have to leave this box because it's just too much cable, but they're nice. Actually, I won't leave the box because I don't want to leave them with rubbish that they have to deal with. All right, whole bin of cable. It's more like it. Oh wow, a lot of loose. Wow. Okay. Toner cartridges. It's a free extra service. I dispose of their toner cartridges for them. And we've got a spare bag, so I'll fill it up. There you go. There, they can start again. Lid, perfect. This one, this is just batteries, not many. Oh, this phone looks like it exploded or something. They certainly wanted to deal with it. Normally I get a lot of these batteries. I usually get half a dozen or a dozen. Only one this time, so that's okay. Okay, well that was pretty good. Got a nice tub full of mixed stuff, a lot of cable, power supplies, good laptop power supplies, got a bit of value. I got one of these, it looks like a UPS, it's chirping at me, beep, beep, beep. They do that sometimes when I get it back. I'll disconnect it. All right, so that job's done. Nice. Tub empty, cage empty, all those bins empty. Okay, let's go back, get the other van and go and do our second pickup and hopefully a third. Okay, it's my bin, very dusty. Good to get it back, give it a clean. Okay. Whew. Okay. All right. Oh, thanks. Okay. All right. Yep. I've left it here once before. All right, so that's it?
That's it, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right, great. Oh, thanks very much. Have a good day, yeah? Cheers. All right, well, that was short and sweet. You know, it certainly makes it easier when you've got a wheelie, a bin, for all their smalls and stuff like that, because otherwise you can get a whole lot of things in heaps of boxes which you've got to dispose of, or sometimes things are just so loose and then you're throwing them into the van, and then when you get back, I better put on my seatbelt. Yeah, so when you get back to unload, if there's a whole heap of loose items, it takes ages to just unload the van. So it's very, saves a lot of time, just makes it so much easier. Like, you know, this was the quickest pickup there. Normally there's a lot more e-waste, like PCs and servers. They also have a lot of touchpad control computers and stuff usually, but not a great deal, but some good modern PCs, i5 PCs, so they're all right. Okay, so now that's second pickup done for the day. Now it's time to go to my third client, and this is a new client. They're actually a PC repair shop very close to me. Definitely the biggest PC repair shop in this whole district. So yeah, hang on. Phone going off, everything. So let's go and do the third pickup and see what this new client's all about. The only thing with this next job is they had a whole heap of PCs lined up, but now something's messed up. So I'm going there for just the initial pickup, and it's only going to be about a dozen or so PCs, and just to work out what's going on, and once they're more organised, I'll go and pick up the rest of what they got. And because they're just virtually around the corner from me, it's going to give me it's a good little job where I don't have to travel far, and I can do smaller pickups so that I don't have to build up like 20 or 30 PCs at a time. You know, they might only have 5 or 6 PCs, and they just to clear it off and keep space within their storage area. Yeah, so because they're so close, I don't mind doing them on a lot regular basis. Anyway, let's just go and have a look and see what this third job's about, and then go back and start processing e-waste out of 2 vans. Wow.
All this stuff down.
You can take anything you need to get rid of.
Anything and everything, eh?
Yep, absolutely.
You sound like you're just the person we've been looking for.
Oh really? Well, I'm actually just based in Yarraville, so
really
just around the corner. Yeah. I've been meaning to drop off some flyers over the years.
Stuff as well?
Yeah, can take that. Beautiful, that.
Anything and everything then?
Yeah, pretty much. It's it either goes plastic recycling or scrap metal recycling or precious metal recovery, or God knows what they do. Hey? Do you just use like brand new component like CPUs or RAM, or? Okay, yeah.
Merging NAS. Now we've got some really big printers.
Okay.
So I guess I'll allow for those.
All right. Whew.
That's the last of the big ones.
Bloody printers. Any of them?
Yep, all of that.
Oh, wow, okay. By the time you do 3 pickups, I tell you, it can get quite tiring. Sitting in the car, driving around, but quite lucky today that 2 of the pickups are here in my area. So, well, that was a computer shop. There's a lot more PCs to come, but yeah, as I said, they just got to work out what they're doing with the PCs, because they had a young guy in there scrapping stuff for them to reduce volumes, and apparently he scrapped out the wrong batch. He was scrapping out clients' PCs and so now they've got to work out which PCs have been scrapped and where the parts are, and they've got to put them back together to give them back to their clients. So there'll be a lot more PCs next time, and yeah, as I said, it's just around the corner, so it's a really handy job. I've mentioned to you guys previously, you know, in the business of eWaste is one place that you can advertise or contact is PC repair shops. This one's a really big one, and obviously every PC repair shop are going to have busted up PCs and laptops and old printers and stuff they want to constantly get rid of. So I've offered to supply a bin. They already had a guy coming in to pick up their cable, which is unfortunate. Obviously, as we know, cable is our bread and butter. But he said if they can't contact him within a reasonable time, they'll contact me and give me the cable, and yeah, most likely go back and get a lot more PCs. So yeah, it's awesome that it's going to be a regular job. Got to pick up as many of these type of new clients as possible, because you know, like, you know, competition's really tough now, and you know, I can go 2 weeks without a pickup. So and it's a really strange feeling not having a pickup for so long. But and then you got days like today, 3 pickups in one day, which is awesome that it's 3 out the way in one day. And I've got 2 vans now full of e-waste. So even if I don't get any more jobs for the rest of the week, yeah, I've got plenty to do, you see. But this is the interesting part, is when there is so much you're picking up over a couple of days. If you keep going and doing more pickups, that's great. Obviously the pickups is where it's at, but the problem is things start to really build up, and the work really builds up back at base. So you've got to really keep on top of things. Now I know next week I've got 2 schools, so that's going to bring me in quite a bit of work. So I've got to process a lot of what I've done today and get rid of it. And yeah, quite a few PCs all around. I noticed in the wheelie bin, yeah, that's another thing. I've got to empty out the wheelie bin and clean it, because that client has had that same wheelie bin there for a few years. I've never really replaced it. I usually just empty it. But today I had a fresh bin, and I thought I'd give him a fresh one, and it'll give me a chance to wash that bin and make it look, because it looks terrible. It's so dusty and dirty. Am I going on? I probably am. All right, so I'm just around the corner, so let's get back and start unloading, sorting things out. I'm gonna have to work out what to do with the printers. I'll probably just take them straight to my buyer, not my PC buyer, but my board buyer, and I just give them to him for free. He'll shred them up and he'll get value and recycle them. That's the main thing. And then yeah, so let's go back and empty out some vans. All right, well, start off emptying the first van. Already taken out quite a few PCs and stuff. So yeah, I've got to empty this van out, so then I can bring in the other van and start loading this van with all those printers, because I'm going to take printers and plastic to my other buyer tomorrow or the next day. Yeah, as you can see, that if their bin was full, there would be so much stuff in there to manually empty out. So I always try and make sure I've got an empty bin to take there. It doesn't always work out that way, you know, but as you can see here, it's cable, it's stuff that it all needs to be processed, and but it's already packed away out of the way, so it just makes everything so much easier. All right, well, that's this van emptied. Now it's to put in all the plastic from the other van, so let's swap over vans. All right, I certainly wasn't expecting this many printers from this PC shop, but I should have expected it, because it would be the last thing they are able to get rid of, and geez, they built up a few. I just got to get me side cutters to cut the cables. We don't want to give the cables away since we're giving away the printers. Okay. Number 1. And this printer weighs absolutely nothing. So it's just plastic. Crazy. Wow. Still going at the front there. Yeah, so as you can see, it's not just the pickups. You know, you've also got to come back, unload everything, and luckily I've got 2 vans where I could do one, bring it back, and then go virtually straight out and go and do the second job and third job. If I only had one van, you know, I would have had to come back and really rush to unload, but I wouldn't have been able to make a second or third booking immediately. It would have been the next day, because I wouldn't have been sure of how much I was going to pick up. The first place that I went to, usually I've got at least half a full van, a lot of stuff, so it would have taken a lot longer to load, obviously, and then I would have had to unload it, and it would have taken a couple of hours if I was to do it slow. And so having a second van has allowed me to be able to do more pickups in the same day. But yeah, 3 pickups. It does, by the time I've finished unloading and then getting out the wheelie bin and dealing with that, it's a big day. It's quite exhausting. So, but that's the name of the game. In the eWaste caper, there is it's all hard work. Got all the printers. I wasn't expecting so many printers. I was expecting more PCs from that last place, the new client, the PC repair shop. So, but at least I've got rid of them, and from here on it shouldn't be so bad. It won't be 10 printers in one pickup. But there you go, my printers are all in there and ready to go. I've also got 2 wheelie bins that are full of plastic, and I'm actually getting rid of these 2 wheelie bins because I just don't need that many wheelie bins now. I'm doing a new system, and so you'll see the system once it's set up. So yeah, a lot of printers, printer toner cartridges, he'll take them as well. So there we go, plastic all done. Okie dokie, wow, what a day. It's just been pretty insane, and I am so exhausted for some reason. Well, I know why I'm exhausted. Normally I don't do 3 pickups in a day, so it's a bit of driving, bit of, you know, the adrenaline and all that. It takes a bit out of you, and yeah, whew, I tell you, I don't have an ounce of energy left in me. I am just totally exhausted, and part of the reason is I don't often have breakfast, so it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, and I haven't eaten anything all day. I've had a few coffees, but yeah, I only have breakfast a couple of days a week, and yeah, I've got to get these little energy sustenance kind of drinks that you have for breakfast these days, the Up and Go or Sustagen. And yeah, when I'm going out to do my first pickup for the day, I should have a couple in the van and just, you know, drink them and at least give me some energy. Anyway, so yeah, this bin hasn't been back with me for quite a while, and they've put their own labels and things. What have they done here? Electronic waste only, no rubbish in this bin. Oh, please. Thank you. You know, sometimes you'll get chocolate wrappers and drink cans, and okay, so this is the one of my original first bins, still the same, black with a grey lid. I didn't even have bin stickers. That's how long this has been. So anyway, the thing I like about these bins when I pick them up is it's like a one big box of Lucky Dip, and depending on where you're picking up from, sometimes they can be really interesting, sometimes, oh gosh, you know, pretty shabby. But well, straight off the bat, we've got a couple of laptops here, and that's an i5 Toshiba. awesome. It's just a early i5, so but still it's an i5. And what's this? Dell. Well, that's already, you know, a couple of bonuses on the top. Okay, that's also an i5. This is actually a Dell Vostro. This is actually a pretty good laptop. And sometimes if it's the right time, people will ask me for a laptop, and sometimes I get laptops that are still reasonably good, and we can reformat them. And like this one is a really nice laptop. Hopefully it looks like there might be a power supply in there for it as well. So yeah, so laptop power supplies are still pretty good, but not what they used to be. My buyer only pays me half the price these days, since the last time I went there, so it's not really enticing for me to put away power supplies now that he's only paying half the price. So, oh well, what in earth is that? That is really trippy. It's just plastic. It's got to go to plastic recycling, but you know, it's almost like a vertebrae. Someone could use this as artwork. What do we got? We've got some tiny little Cisco switch. That's good. These thin clients, very, very common. They're not something that we can sell or get any value out of, apart from scrapping them out and getting the motherboard out. They usually have a RAM stick and a motherboard. So obviously no hard drive, because they're all connected to a main server. Okay, what's this? That's a little Panasonic radio. AM FM volume tuning. Okay. Oh yeah, it's got a little screen. So this is what I like about bins like this, is that sometimes, you know, for me it's not all about business. I want to have fun and be mentally stimulated by the stuff that I'm getting. But what's that? Oh, okay, it's a one of those windy ones. So it's a self-powered SHTF kind of situation. You know, you're out in the jungle. You know, all hell's broken loose in the city, and you got your little handheld radio. We got an antenna. This is, you know, I love this sort of stuff. I love radios, especially the old vintage radios and stuff like that. You know, especially, you know, mostly when I get them myself, not when people necessarily send them to me or give them to me. It's more about just actually scoring them myself. But yeah, that's one of those wind-up. Awesome. Free power. So I'll keep that in my little radio personal little collection, just something for myself. Okay, we got nice Cisco phone. Just depends on the actual model these days. They have to be 7000 series. I think it's the 8000 series that people still want. Okay, so a lot of these thin clients, won't surprise me if there's 20 of them in there. What's that? It's a Swan. Yeah, it looks like some kind of switch or something. That's all right. Gosh, you know, I usually ask that they don't put really big items, because it just takes, these can be stacked up. So this is a Balkan. Oh yeah, one of those things. Okay, so you can see it's 100 little ports. What does it say? OmniView Pro 2. Yeah, something a media. Okay, so this connects keyboard, mouse, keyboard, mouse, keyboard, mouse, and then a USB 14, 33. Okay, so just kind of like USB ports, VGA ports. Yeah, I'll check it out, see what it is. You never know, sometimes things can turn out. Okay, well, a laptop bag. What is that? Oh, okay, it's just an old camera. Oh well, Iron Alley. So this must be the camera stuff. That's the for the camera. Yeah, yeah. So a bag is another bag. Goodness. Okay, so it's just got cables. Well, that cable would have $25 cost them. Oh yeah, as you saw, the label says no rubbish, but obviously if the bag has got cable in it, they consider it as more of these Cisco phones. I think they're IP phones, I think, yeah, at least. Cisco. Okay, so these ones here, I mean, not when you get 3 or 4 of them, but if you ever get these 8000 series Ciscos, they've even got a little camera on there. The 8000 Ciscos are still sellable, like especially overseas. So this doesn't look like a great deal. There's a heavy docking station, no real good. Yeah, it's all pretty much junk. What's this? More video type of box. Oh, what do we got? Gosh, is that a laptop? Feels almost empty. This doesn't feel right. I think this is a it's like a sample laptop. It's not like a display. Yeah, I don't think it's so light. There's nothing in it. I don't think there's anything in it. It's just like similar to you'll see cell phones in shops. They're just samples. They don't have boards in there or anything. Looks like the same kind of thing. Wow. Cable. Keyboards that I've got to get rid of. Okay, so nothing spectacular, mostly phones. Yeah, mostly phones and keyboards and some cable. Sometimes they can be really good, but sometimes these power supplies can be pretty handy. All right, well, there you go, guys. An interesting day. Whew, I'm just exhausted here, as I've said. I'll deal with this starting tomorrow. Like I said, it's already 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just want to get everything in order. But yeah, I'm going to wash down this bin and remove all this stuff. I like clean bins, so I'm going to have to scrape that stuff off. Yeah, and put my stickers on there and send it off to the next client. Nice and clean area here. So I didn't get many of these big VSDs this time. Normally I get a lot more of them, a lot more smaller ones, and then even some double the size. Got 3 of them, a few little boxes. PCs. What? Yeah. Oh yeah, another VSD here. Another one on the bottom. Some PCs, just sort of full on. I got some batteries I got to get rid of, but I got a few UPSs. Yeah, 3 pickups. I can't really see where. Hey, Chooks, where everything is, but yeah. I mean, I can do 1 pickup that's probably bigger IT wise. The 3rd pickup that you saw, the new client, the PC shop, that was just mostly printers this time round. Apparently I'm going to get a lot more PCs. Yeah, but hopefully they use me as a recycling service as opposed to their previous people, and yeah, I'll you know, look after them. All right. Well, there you go, guys. That's what a day. And tomorrow, yeah, get ready for the next pickups to come. And I know I've got at least a couple of schools next week, pretty big jobs. So that's going to be good. And yeah, let's get processing. All right, guys. Well, I hope that was a bit of fun for you. And look after yourselves, and yeah, check out the next vid. This is actually quite a nice motherboard, and for those people that are selling me sorry, laptop not motherboard, but people that are selling me laptops, always look for i5, i7. Keep them aside, don't sell them to me as scrap. I can give you better prices for stuff that I can on-sell. So always keep them aside. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, hope that was a little bit of fun. Just a bit of an update of what I'm doing this week. Pickups, regular eWaste business stuff. Keep me going. Yeah, it's all good. All right, guys. Well, keep scrapping. Get out there and find your own eWaste clients, and yeah, just keep persisting, and you'll do good. No problem at all. All right, guys, catch you next time.